Kwekekana, Nina Pamazo, and hello everyone. I hope you're all living your life in the good way. Nia Pinindam and Ishnabe Kwe, Barbara Dumont-Hill, Nadishnabas, Mikanapni Dodom Kirikanzibi Nadunjaba. I am a very proud Anishinaabe woman. My name is Barbara Dumont-Hill. I am Turtle Clan, and I was born on the Kitigan-Zibi Indian Reserve. Today I welcome you all on our beautiful, unceded, unsurrendered Algonquin and Anishinaabe territory. You know, the power of words, power of language. You know, that's basically all I know in my language to introduce myself, because that was taken away from me. And the sadness I hold inside of me all the time. And it's a very hard language to learn when you haven't been around it your whole life. Because words are so important. You know, babies, when they're born, they can't tell us in words what they need, but we understand what they want and need. And when we can't, we're frustrated. We don't know what to do. And that's the way it's been for a lot of our people. And I think of today, you know, when we think about naming a room, how important that is. And you know, our people always named places, but we didn't name them after people. But we named them after places of significance, places of importance, so that we would know when we were there what was important. Because, you know, as we've seen, we name the European ways to name buildings after people, roads after people, and later on we learn some of the damage these people have caused. And it still continues to cause hurt. So to have something that is powerful, that will create change, that will create relationships, how important that is. Because we need relationships with one another. And it's very impactful that today is the first day of spring that we're doing this, because that's the time of change. It's a time of new growth. It's a time of planting new seeds for something better for tomorrow. And you know, when we speak, Depwe, to speak, how important it is to listen. Because if no one's listening, did it matter? And that's why, you know, that smudge, to open up our ears, to cleanse our ears. And Depwe, to speak, is a short of Depwe, the truth. So that what comes out of our mouth, our words, need to be the truth. I looked at my Algonquin dictionary this morning, and there is more than a page and a half of words for snow. Almost a full page for ice. And those are so that we always spoke the truth, even about what people would experience if they went out. Because you didn't just tell them it's snowing. They knew it was snowing. But what kind of snow was it? Could it be dangerous for them? How thick was that ice? So you always spoke the truth, and our language was so descriptive. It told, and that's why there was words for every single things that could hurt us. And I often think about that in words when they say, sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Well, I know that not to be true. Because words can hurt. Even words, good words that are not listened to, hurt. And how important it is for us to actually listen. You know, so many things I open up, people are there, and I'm glad nobody's on their phone right now, because they'd be really embarrassed, because people are on their phones. Sometimes they're sitting beside me and they are playing a game while somebody is speaking. And when we do that, we are not listening. And most of us, we have 2 ears, but we only listen with 1 ear. And with the other ear, we're listening in on a conversation that might be going on around us. And very seldom do we listen with our mind. Because we're starting to think of other things, like when is she going to be quiet so we can go and eat? We can start the feast, get to the important part, right? It's about that, our minds wander. And so when our minds wander, we are not listening. And very few of us ever listen with our heart. Women are a little better at it. We listen with our hearts. And, I always say when a new baby is in the house, that baby coughs or stirs in the night, Mom hears it. She knows. Men, not so much. They can sleep right through it. If you want your husband to get up, you have to know where to poke him. Give him that elbow in the right spot, and so that he will hear that baby too. And I often say, we know what men think with, not their heart. So you'll get that later. So I want to say words are important, and I hope that from this spring forward, you will listen more, and you will really put your full attention when someone is speaking. Because if you miss out on half of the conversation, you can't contribute to it. You weren't part of it. You think you were. But it's so important to really listen with both our ears, our mind, and our heart. I'm here to start you off in a good way, and say a prayer about our land and the importance of again, it is about listening. It's about gratitude, and something we often forget to have. We think gratitude is when we get a new car, a big diamond ring. And after a while, we don't even notice it anymore. But our people weren't about things like that. They had gratitude for what was happening on the land. And that's what this prayer is about. And it's so important for people who haven't known people like us before to get to know what we were like. That exchange of tobacco, that sema, what it means to exchange for our time. It's about the smudge. It is about listening to our teachings and knowing what we knew. And had we been allowed to give you some of what we knew, if people had listened when contact first happened, we wouldn't be in the mess we are in today. So gratitude. I have gratitude today for Creator in our lives, for gathering each one of us here together with an open mind, an open heart, to listen and to learn. I have gratitude for this new spring day that will bring us good things. For our grandfather sun who shares his light with us each day. For our grandmother moon who lights up our night sky and breaks down our seasons for us. For our sacred Mother Earth who provides everything we need for us to live our life in the good way. For the sacred air, the breath of Mino-Manado. For the sacred water, the blood of our Mother Earth that quenches our thirst, brings life into the world, and reminds us that women are sacred. For the winged, the four-legged, the swimmers, the crawlers. For all the trees, the plants, the roots, the medicines that grow here on Great Turtle Island that have always shared their bounty with us and added beauty to our life each and every day. For all our ancestors who created a good path for us to follow, and those 7 generations of ancestors that we all have a responsibility to leave a good path for. For all those who live their life in the good way, who have respect for our Mother Earth and all human beings, even if they look or act different than you. For all these things, I have gratitude. And I wish you all a good day, a good spring, a good new year. And may all the seeds that you plant today grow and be better. So, Chimigwech, everyone.